Well, this is plugged in.
Okay, guys, start typing stuff. See if the I have the phone oriented differently.
I think he's calling in now.
You will not be charged for this call. This call is from Greg Rubenacker. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block, you may begin speaking now.
How is it, Deb?
Hello.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, what's up?
What's up with you? How are you doing?
Doing alright. I'm hanging in there, trying my best right now.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Yep. Well, we're surviving the smoke from Canada.
Yeah, it was bad over here 2 days ago. My lungs were on fire. I woke up and my lungs were on fire.
Is that right? Because we're about 7 miles down the road from you. Oh no, we're not.
Okay.
No, we're not. No. Not with when you were in Allenwood. So yeah, you're west of us now. So yeah, it was supposed to be bad back then, out there.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. You couldn't even see like a quarter mile ahead.
Jeez. Yeah, it's not as bad here, but it just looks like it's incredibly foggy.
Yeah, there's a lot of humidity right now where I'm at.
Yeah, we've got humidity too. I don't know whether that holds the smoke down, closer to the ground or what. It doesn't release as well. But yeah, it just has this sort of gray haze.
I was told that there's some type of chemical in the smoke or something that they're finding out. I don't know. That's something I heard.
I don't know. I think you have long-term wood smoke causes that burning sensation in your lungs too.
Yeah. Someone told me that their wife is like a nurse and they're finding chemicals or something that they can't really diagnose in the hospitals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much. I'm in here, but
well, it has to be affecting you guys.
yeah, it is. There's no ventilation at all in here. There's no AC. There's no nothing.
Yep.
It's just hot and humid.
So are you allowed to have visits?
I am allowed to have visits, yeah. I have not gone to visit once since I've been in.
Oh, that's too bad. That's sad.
So you're what? You're from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm from New York.
So is it an issue that your family just can't get in?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's they don't care or whatnot. I really don't have the answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Most of my family, they're on the Democratic side. Just my mom and my dad are on the Republican side.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard, but my dad passed away.
Yes,
So
we did, and we're really, really sorry to hear that.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
yeah, I'm dealing with that over here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's hard to deal anytime, but when you're where you are and by yourself, it makes it harder.
yeah, that's for sure. I have to cherish the memories I made with him. That's all.
Oh yeah, yep. You hang on to those.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you rehearse those, and that'll help. That'll help you get through it better.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have to go to his grave when I get home.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's really. I really processed it yet too much because I know I haven't been able to speak to him in almost 2 weeks.
This call is from a federal prison.
But I don't know. Just
Yeah.
I'm so used to death, honestly, for how young I am. It's pretty weird. It's bad, I guess.
Oh, and it's just like reality hasn't
It's
set in yet.
smaller. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because when I was 18, five of my friends passed away in a car accident, and I saw them all. So I don't know. I'm just kind of used to death.
Wow,
It's all in the start. Yeah.
that's tough.
Hi, Angelina.
Yep, and my best friend that was driving, his mother's the one that actually turned me into the FBI because there was a reward for me.
Whoa.
Oh, that
Will
just,
do from us. It's crazy.
yeah, I just can't wrap my mind around that. You know, and you're not the only one that happened to.
Right, a lot of people.
There are a lot of people who got turned in by friends or neighbors or people who knew they were there, and just for the reward money.
That's honestly sad.
That's pitiful.
It's pitiful.
Yeah.
You know, that's a communist. That's a communist ploy.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
They want
Yeah.
to divide us and conquer us like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Makes me
but
mad.
so what did you do before you went to DC in January?
Did things with legal marijuana, and I did music. And when I get out, my friend's in the SAG union, so I'm gonna try to do 3 of those when I get out.
Yeah. So what,
Yeah, I was. I don't know. Do you know who Joyner Lucas is? Have you ever heard of him?
No, I haven't.
It's one of Eminem's artists.
Okay.
But I was supposed to go on tour with him last year. But the judge said that if I'm that talented, then music won't go anywhere, and she sent me to prison.
Yes, you had mentioned that in one of my letters that I got from you
Yep.
when you were still at Allenwood.
Yep. That's what she said.
Yeah, you had mentioned that she said you didn't have any talent, so she sent you to prison.
Go on, man.
No, she said that I had a lot of talent, and that if I'm that talented, that the music and the money will be there when I get out. And I said, well,
Okay.
that's not how, you know. Sometimes you only get one opportunity in life to change your life. So I said, well, how does that? I said, well, if you're that talented, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Yep. So yeah, I remember that you had written about that in one of your letters to me, that you were in music and you were supposed to go on tour.
Yeah. I was supposed to make $1,000 a show. And there was 30 shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That would have.
Definitely could have used that before prison. Definitely could have used that.
That's true. Yep. Have you written any songs since you went inside?
I've written over 100 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hang
I did
on-
that.
You hang on to
I was
those.
an Allen. Yeah, I haven't already sent half of them home already. So the way that I make music, I'll figure it out when I get home.
Yeah.
I actually just started writing again. I don't know. It's kind of hard to write songs when there's no music instrumental.
Yeah.
So I'm just writing again because I've been going through it lately since my dad. So I'm just trying to write my emotions down.
Yeah. Sometimes those are the best songs
Yeah, they usually are, to be honest.
because they really just come from pouring your heart out on paper.
And that's what you need, because you want people to relate to what you went through or what you're going through.
Right. And those who are going through it can relate to it.
Yeah, that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I still want to do music. I want to help people realize that they're not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life's been really hard for me. I won't lie. I'm my best to just keep pushing.
Yep. Yeah. If you don't want to, just don't give up.
I'm not.
No.
My dad said to give up. That was one of the last things he told me. Not give up and just get out of that place.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to keep pushing forward.
Roy, are there any questions on the chat for him?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Besides praying for you through this, going through this with your dad or losing your dad, is there anything else that you would like us to have the people who are on live stream pray for you about, Greg?
I guess my mom's peace and peace for me.
Okay. Yeah, we can certainly do that. That's one thing that we've been trying to do is because there are a lot of people on live stream that do pray for you guys, and
This call is from a federal prison.
And if they have specific things to pray for, it just you know, gives them a better way to pray for you.
Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom.
Okay.
My mom and dad were married 60 years, so I know she's heartbroken without my dad.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's fuzzy.
Yeah.
What's causing that?
So yes, we will certainly keep her in prayer, and keep you in prayer too.
It's live.
Oh, it's better now.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes, you are very, very welcome. Actually, I did send a letter out to you this week.
My mom?
No, I sent one to you. I get mailed out on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
So I took.
Yeah, I might have gotten it. Is that the one that had your email on it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I edited your email.
Okay. Good. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my brain's not there. That's right. You did write about my dad.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Somebody asked if he.
I appreciate that a lot.
Right, just a second, Greg.
Somebody asked if he would like visits.
Oh, somebody on the chat wants to know if you would like visits.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't had no visits. It'd be nice to have the contact with anyone that cares about me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
DC?
No, he's in Crescent. He's in Western PA.
He's in Western PA.
Yeah.
All right, there's
That's
Patriot.
Loretta.
It's about. Yeah,
He's in
it's
Loretta.
Loretta. You're about 3 hours from Lewisburg, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like when I was on the bus, it was like 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on the other side of Huntington, Altoona.
Yeah, it's close to Altoona. It's like 20 minutes from Altoona, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if he has an Amazon wish list.
Radio always says Altoona, so I'm assuming it's close to here.
He has an Amazon wish list for books.
Do you have an Amazon wish list for books?
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, what it is.
Well, it's just would you like any books that
would you
could be
like-
sent in?
I guess what they're asking is, would you like someone to send you some books? And if you would, do you have any favorite authors or types of books that you would be interested in reading?
And people send me magazines. I would like magazines. Music magazines.
Music magazines.
Okay, you guys heard that.
Name a couple.
Can you give us a couple names specific?
Billboard. Rolling Stone.
Okay.
Those are the two that only stick to my head.
Okay. Well, that's a good start. That's a good start. So, any favorite musicians that people have written about that you would maybe want to read the book?
Well, my favorite artist is Juice WRLD, and he's not alive no more. He's a young kid, but I related to his pain a lot. I like Above and Beyond. I don't know.
Okay.
Not much I can think of when it comes to that.
Okay, that's all right. We're just trying to. I mean, several people on the chat were asking, you know, if that's some of the things sometimes that's what they do. They'll send books through Amazon or magazines through Amazon, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you.
Someone asked if you feel safe where he's at.
Somebody wants to know if you feel safe where you are.
Yeah, this is definitely better than the last spot.
Yeah, you were at Allenwood.
Yeah, that was most of the people there were locked up because of Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So it wasn't really ideal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually heard that someone else from Allenwood just got here, but I don't know. I haven't seen him. But it seems like J6 don't last at Allenwood too long.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who that might be. Because I know the last time I looked at the list, I realized there was one short, but I couldn't remember who was not there. Can't remember. How many?
Is Malt still at Allenwood?
Yes, Malt is still at Allenwood. Richardson is still at Allenwood.
Someone said James McGrew. Is he there?
No.
No.
James
Okay.
Brew's not there.
If you can, tell Malt I said hello.
Okay. Okay.
Me and him were friends when I was there.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
I was about to hang up. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for answering the call.
Oh, you're welcome. Sorry I didn't get the first one. I couldn't get the keypad to come up on my phone, and
You don't gotta say sorry for anything. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we love you too.
so
Greg.
I'm very thankful you tried again.
Yeah, thanks for calling us, man.
Yeah, we lost him. That's okay.
I just,
All right.
it helps me to look at it this way.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to get on his list, and all three of us show up one day.
It's pretty far away.
I know for you.
But I do know
Yeah.
Mags lives out there.
Mags.
There's
Really?
patriots out there that want to know how to help these guys. So I would like them to know that just because we're here in Lewisburg.
Oh,
doesn't mean
somebody just said that
they aren't out there to help them.
James McGrew is the new guy at Greg's jail at Loretto. So somebody apparently knows that. I mean,
James McGrew, then he was at DC.
is that right?
James McGrew was at DC.
Is that right, Eva? Did I understand Angelina's chat right? James is the new guy at Loretto? I'm out of the loop. They said no at Loretto. So, well,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
So yeah, then he must have just left because we talked to him a couple weeks ago out of DC.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
So this is for Patriots in Western PA. Loretta is very close to Allentown or Altoona. And all you would need to do is go on Patriot Mail Project, get Greg's address, write to him and request that he put in a request, or you give him permission to put in a request for you to go on his visitors list. And then there's a process, a form you have to fill out, there's a process you have to go through to get on that list. But then once you're on the list, you would be able to go in and visit him. He has not had any visits from anyone since he was arrested and incarcerated,
That's sad.
and I'm sure that's probably been at least a year and a half or 2 years ago. And certainly we want to pray for him and pray for his mother. He said that his mother and dad have been married 60 years, and so this is going to be very, very, very difficult for her. And certainly send him cards if you want to. Letters are good, and they just really appreciate anything that we can do for them. So let's start a campaign to get people on his visiting list.
Altoona's not super far. I get out there every couple months, so I didn't know it was that close. I
Yeah,
didn't know Loretto.
Altoona. Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours from here.
It's a little more than that, but it's past State College. Another.
Oh, I know where
Yeah.
Altoona is.
Right.
You go out 322 and get on 90.
Yeah.
From here.
I-
From you, it's different. You
I-
get on 80 and go out.
I go 80 and then I go 99. I think it's 99, isn't it? 99
Or
south.
Yeah, 99.
Mhm.
Yeah. We go out. We go 322 and 99.
Okay, and we have a correction. James is at Allenwood, not Loretto. Okay, James McGrew.
Oh.
So that's what folks who know are telling me.
that might be our end to Allenwood.
Yeah.
Because he's talked to us at
Yeah.
DC.
Mhm.
So how long does he have? What was his prison sentence?
Who, Greg's?
Yeah.
It's on your phone.
No, you can use.
Do you remember? I mean, can we?
I don't.
Can we buy him a guitar for when he gets out or something?
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. Can we give him a harmonica while he's in jail?
I don't know if they'll give him a harmonica.
Deb for Freedom keeps posting all the details when somebody calls.
Um,
That's great.
All right, Deb for Freedom, you're on it. Thank you. Long day today. She was live streaming in Ohio.
Somebody just posted something about Canada. Can you read that, Steve? I missed. My phone's not keeping the chats on very long.
Canadians are. Oh, here we go. All right, you know it, Liberty. Today is Canada's Flag Day. Freedom-fighting Canadians are literally having social media banned. Prayers, please. Thanks.
That's not a good sign.
So they're going to ban us. I mean, sooner or later. We're using their venues for getting this message out. But sooner or later, they're going to shut down YouTube. Well, they have been shutting down YouTube, but we've been tiptoeing around them. We got to get out on all media, folks. It's Getter, Truth Social, I think is probably the safest one.
Can you stream
It's
on
not very
Truth Social?
bad.
Can
Yeah,
you?
as far as I know, you can do live streams on Getter. I know it's on Getter.
So we probably should move away from YouTube eventually. Or maybe we could stream on more than one.
YouTube still has the biggest audience.
Yeah.
And the easiest to use
Right.
platform.
Right.
There is a lot of rules. I can't say certain words here that aren't cuss words.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and we gotta like spread out our impact on multiple medias, and then that way, if they shut one down, we got another one. I mean, I've heard trouble with Rumble. People are having trouble, long download times on Rumble, and but we got to be there.
We got to be there. That's right.
We got to stand up and be boots on the ground, getting the message out, and then it'll come down to bullhorns. all we're going to have left is bullhorns.
Just like Freedom Corner. Yeah, Deb said she streamed the United Freedom Festival today.
Yeah.
6 hours.
They had all kinds of speakers out in Ohio there.
Oh, you're on the chat. What I did with Diane's stuff, the list, the inmate list,
Use some aloe vera, Deb.
I put it in a folder, and I can't bring the folder up on my phone.
I can't figure out how to find Diane's thing
It's on email.
I want to apologize to all you guys out there. We're having some technical issues tonight. I logged on. I couldn't get the phone to come up in landscape mode, so it's in portrait mode. But we'll work on that for next week. I missed 1 week, and I'm really out of the loop.
It's a Greg Rubin.
But we're okay. We'll power through it.
41 months. He was in February 21, February 22. That's 12. And
Greg Rubinacher was arrested on February 9th, 2021, sentenced on 5/22/22 to 41 months in jail. So that means he's served about half of his sentence
About half,
right now.
yeah.
17
A
months.
little less than 2 years to go. He's in Loretto, PA. And I'm assuming this is off of the Patriot Mail Project. Is that how they
I'm
format
not sure
their stuff?
where Diane gets it from, but
Okay.
she finds it.
All right. Greg does not have a Give, Send, Go set up. So Patriots in that area, activate. Get in touch with that prison, find out if we can give him a harmonica or something to get this music out of his head. He's experiencing history from right in the epicenter of it. He is a J6er sitting in jail for multiple years, and he's writing songs. I mean, we got to get this guy some way to get that music.
Yeah, they got to be
Out here.
memorialized.
I want to
They
hear
gotta- yeah.
what he's writing, for sure.
Right now, it's just words on paper. He can't play the tunes while he's writing the words. He just has to write the words out.
At least he's writing the words.
Yeah, and then he's sending them home.
He could
so-
write the music too, but probably some
Well,
people don't do that.
It's tough if you don't have an instrument to
I guess.
play the actual
I guess.
sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7:23, our next call.
Okay.
For when, 7:30?
Who's calling in next? Next caller is going to be Nicholas DiCarlo. He's incarcerated in Fort Worth, Texas. His home state is Texas. He was arrested 1/26/21, sentenced 12/9/22 to 48 months, and there is one other J6er there with him. So we're just waiting for him. He should be calling in. Well, we're in his time slot right now.
Cindy says Greg Rubinacher needs to talk to Turbo. Turbo's a musician on the chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Turbo comments, get in
Yeah,
on Turbo.
yeah.
All right, we got time to pray.
That's a good idea. We should, yeah.
We need to pray and do our,
Pray and
our
pledge if
allegiance
we
to the
can,
flag
yeah.
too.
Okay, guys, we're going to try to pray and pledge before next call.
Yes.
This is we are narrow window, so this is
Yeah,
right here.
Oh,
We're right
okay.
about here.
All
I think.
right, all right, go ahead. Father, we just thank you for once again giving us this privilege and allowing us this time to just be your hands and your feet and your voice, to allow these men who stood up for righteousness, stood up for what's right, and Father, the government came after them, and they're sitting unjustly in prison, Lord. We just thank you, Father, that you're allowing us to be their voices, Lord, and giving them the opportunity to speak out and just share and just talk and make contact with those of us out here, Lord. Father, we just ask for your protection over this broadcast tonight, and Lord, we just ask that there be no other problems or technical glitches or anything like that, and the rest of the program and broadcast goes smoothly, Lord. And we just thank you, Father. We just ask you to bless and anoint it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Pledge. Yeah. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go ahead.
You still got some
I was
coughing
just down in
going on.
D.C. for a while, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights. I'm noticing the gay pride flag on all our federal buildings there. I would like to remind America we have one flag, and it stands for this country. It stands for all inclusion. It stands for liberty and justice for all. We don't need a second flag that supposedly means all inclusiveness, because this flag already means that.
That's right.
That's what this flag means. We don't need two national anthems. If we got one nation, we got one national anthem. There are not two national anthems. Don't let anybody tell you that you got to listen to a second national anthem. And this is the buffoonery that they're trying to put on us right now. And it's starting to get me angry. I'm sorry if I get a little tight sometimes. Tina helps wind me down real well. Roy, thanks for, calming me down sometimes. But we have this idiocy where there's two flags now on all the buildings. Now, so what's next? Now we're going to have 3 flags. We're going to have 4 flags. We got one flag in this country, the American Stars and Stripes. And that is what we pledge allegiance to. And that stands for the Constitution of this country. So anyone that's saying anything other than that is not true. It's not valid information. It's not what this land is all about. We're broadcasting today in Lewisburg from an undisclosed location. And as you can see, it's nice and peaceful here. At Freedom Corner in D.C., it's another story. They have been on that corner for 11 months now. And August 1st is going to be the 1-year anniversary since Mickey and Nicole first went down there and started holding a vigil. And since then, all kinds of opposition people have come in and started harassing us. Major harassment. We're talking bullhorns in your face while you're walking down a street. They're filming your cars. They're filming license plates. They're filming you the whole time. And along with all kinds of harassment and whatnot in their videos. They're making like harassment videos about people that are at Freedom Corner all the time. And nothing is being done about it. And the reason is, when we ask why the police allow that to happen down there, they say that it's because of free speech. Now, I don't know, you have a right to say what is on your mind. You don't have a right to scream what's on your mind over and over and over and follow someone down the sidewalk screaming at them like that.
No.
And yet, it continues down there. Now, we don't know. It just so happens that there was a person down there at that corner this week, or for the past month, that had outstanding warrants for his arrest. And there he was on camera in front of dozens of police cars every night. And it turns out he had weapons in the car, he had ammunition, he was trespassing on property in Washington, D.C., And we got to know that these police are there for our safety. They are there for the safety of the people. And if there's a guy walking around with an open warrant for his arrest, it needs to be addressed. And we just proved it to everybody. We just showed everybody that the cops aren't doing their job down there.
An incarcerated individual at Citrus County, Florida. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello, this is Tina.
Yes, Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good, Tina. How are you?
Well, we're doing all right.
Winging it.
We're surviving the Canadian smoke. Yeah, I don't think it's gotten to Florida yet, has it?
I don't think so. I don't think there's a possibility of that, but we'll see if they can't manufacture some. Knowing these clowns, they'll probably go out and set fires and then say that it's from Canada.
Oh, that could be too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past.
But yeah, it just looks like this gray fog and haze all over up here. But anyway, so.
Well, some tells me that crowd will be able to weather the weather.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, I wanted to, I guess, congratulate you on your attempt to run for Congress in Florida.
Oh, well, thank you. It's I keep poking them and letting them know, and I keep reminding them that just because you lock me in a very small room with locked doors all around me, that's not going to be able to keep me quiet. So, I'm limited on the things that I can do, but the things that I can do, I do a lot of.
Well, that's good. That's good.
It's inspiring, Jeremy.
Yes, it really is. It's inspiring, and I wanted to. And this is for all of us here. There's Steve and Roy too. There's 3 of us tonight. We all want to thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you the new answer to that comment is, well, apparently it's not over yet. Thank you for that, but like I say, apparently it's not over yet, and and I think that's one of the things that they don't seem to understand is that many of us actually took our oath seriously, and so simply by locking us away or threatening us or lying about us, it's not going to make us go away because, one good thing about the veteran population these days is that we've actually spent a little bit of time in combat, and so we're not easily scared away. So, but I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. We wouldn't be standing here hadn't been for you and hundreds and thousands others like you. So we appreciate that. We say thanks.
Jeremy, this is Roy. I want to say that I have read a number of your posts, probably over the last year or so, and it's been good. I've shared a number of them. Very inspiring. You have the right attitude. We keep going, keep moving forward in faith, even if we stand alone. So thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that, Roy, and yeah, I mean that's the case. I mean, what other option do we have to do? I mean, there are worse things in life than death, and one of those is living as a slave. And so, unless we want to be slaves of this, this system that they're building, that gives us constant distractions and deception in order to keep us, deceived and distracted, that's no way to live. In fact, I was just watching a documentary about this couple that went out and built a farm, right? It's called The Biggest Little Farm. And it's actually very inspiring because it shows that, humanity isn't meant to be this constantly entertained and constantly distracted and constantly subjected to all of this other stuff. And so I think a lot of this is an opportunity to really reawaken the society and our country to the fact that maybe we're just doing a little bit too much. We have a saying in jail, right? In jail, if the inmates out there buzzing around or whatever, guys will say, "Hey, man, you're doing too much. You're doing too much," right? And I think as a society, we may be reaching that point as well. So, maybe this is the darkest point just before the dawn, but who knows? I know that it's still dark right now, so I'm going to continue to fight along until the dawn comes.
Amen. Well said.
Well said, Jeremy. And that's one of the definitions of being persistent and persevering, is that you just never give up. You stand firm, and you never give up.
Well, right. I mean, and you learn that as a small business owner, right? Whenever you become successful, you say, "Yeah, I was a 10-year overnight success," because no one ever sees the sleepless nights or the 3 days consecutive, your employees not showing up or any of that stuff. All they see is the headline about the newest successful business, right? They don't see the struggles, and I think that is a major life lesson. Is that we have a generation of young people that have been duped into believing that there is a such thing as an overnight success, and what's been hidden from them is all the hard work and the requirements that go into that overnight success. So I speak very critically of our generations and even the older generations too, is that we've played a role in that by allowing that to happen. But it's never too late. There's still time on the clock, and this game's not over yet. So the first step that you need to take in solving a problem is first identifying that you have a problem, and then seeking out what that problem is, and then taking one step at a time towards a solution. And I think that's what we need to do.
Yeah. And you're talking about this generation of kids who really don't understand all the work that goes into being successful. And I think that really can be traced back to the generation that went through the Depression. The kids that came up from parents who went through the Depression, I think they had it easier because their parents didn't want them to go through anything that they'd gone through. They didn't want them to experience that pain and the struggle. And so the people coming out of the Depression really, I think, made it easier in some respects on that generation. And it robbed that generation of perspective and understanding that there is sometimes pain that you have to go through to be successful and to get what you need and get what you want.
Right. I mean, because we live in a world where we're told, surely you don't want to do that. I mean, you don't want to have to work hard. You want everything to be easy. But the reality is that every society where things are easy ultimately collapse under the weight of their own complacency.
That's right.
And so, it's the old saying, right? Hard times make hard men, and hard men make easy times, and easy times.
Like soft men.
Yeah, I mean, it's a never-ending cycle, but what makes that cycle longer is our ability to look back on history and see the warning signs that we might be going down the wrong path. And I think that's one of the reasons why there's been such an effort to control information. It's such a heavy influence of propaganda. I mean, you just look at the January 6th narrative alone. Not only do you have the nefarious actions of the agencies, but then you have the propaganda information operations that go along with it in order to totally deceive and distract those who might possibly have some type of gut feeling that there's something not right about it, and yet they're constantly fed a steady stream of lies. They're constantly shielded from the actual truth. They're having, evidence hidden from them intentionally. So it's very hard to struggle against that. But, that's where those who know the truth come in, and it's incumbent on us to continue to, scream it from the mountaintop. I mean, Paul Revere knew the British were coming, and so he got on his horse and he rode across the countryside along with his partner, who, of course, nobody knows the other guy's name, right? But but ultimately, it really doesn't matter. Hopefully, someday, I hope nobody knows my name. But as they've forgotten about me, I just hope that they're living their life as free Americans.
Yeah. And actually, if we're all working as a team, no individual name is going to be remembered. It's going to be the team.
That's right.
Team America.
Well, right. I mean, wasn't Ronald Reagan that said it's amazing what can be accomplished when nobody cares who gets the credit? I mean, look, some of the best sports stories in history are the teams that didn't have superstars but yet worked together. And so, I mean, the old cliche, teamwork makes the dream work, right? And we need to get back to being a nation of Americans rather than falling into the traps that they're setting for us, which is to divide everybody into these different groups of complainers or gripers, or, hey, you got a grievance here, you should be over in this group, and say, look, I'm an American first, and all that other stuff doesn't really matter because I'm going to take care of myself and my family. And that's really the divide that they've created, and that's why we're seeing a lot of the problems that we're seeing. But, it's like, the Japanese admiral said, hopefully they've awoken the sleeping giant.
That's right.
But only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the sleeping giant is waking up. Might have to stretch it a little bit, but I think much more awake now than it was 2.5, 3 years ago.
Oh, without question. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I will tell you, they know a lot more about us. So one of the things people ask me all the time, they're like, hey, do you think Americans are waking up? I said, well, sure, but as a firefighter, many people die in house fires while they're awake. It's not enough for us to wake up to the fact that a house is burning. Now wake up and then do something to either extricate ourselves from the situation or to put the fire out. And so that really needs to be our main focus. And I think I speak to a lot of people, and a lot of people always ask me what should we do, and I think we're a nation that is really in shock, right? I mean, we're a nation that is in complete discombobulation because we can't believe the very things that we're seeing happening in front of our eyes, and we're kind of suffering from this analysis paralysis where we're looking for more and more examples to confirm that the craziness that we're seeing with our own eyes is actually happening. But ladies and gentlemen, it's happening, right? Now's the time to stop looking for more examples of it happening and start to stop the next example from happening. So that's really where we are.
Yeah. Roy, are there any questions from the chat?
Not for Jeremy, not so far.
Jeremy, one thing that we've been asking everybody that's calling out, is there anything specifically that you need us or would like us to pray for you about?
Well, I mean, for me personally, just prayers in general are good, but really I would like everyone to pray for an answer to the question of what should they be doing,
yes.
Right? And because, if depending on, regardless of your religious background, there's no religion out there in the world that follows the doctrine of just sit there and wait, right? We have to be a people we have to be a people that are based on prayer, but also based on action. You know, we take our time in prayer, and then we get up off our knees, and then we go out and actually do something. So
it's dead faith.
I don't know. We just
works to it.
Jeremy,
well, that's right. So
sorry, people on the chat are saying,
I don't know if it gave us the 1 minute.
Yeah, we're down to under.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know if it gave me the 1 minute. I can call back if you like. I mean, if people have more questions, I don't know what y'all's timeline looks like.
Yeah, well, we have several other guys who are lined up to call, but
okay, no problem.
We certainly will try to reconnect, sometime in the near future.
it's been a blessing to speak with you. It's an honor.
Please do.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, and everybody needs to just keep their eyes focused on liberty, and keep pushing forward.
Yeah. Yep, and not ever give up.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
You know at Liberty. Sorry, I missed that question. We'll get Jeremy specific calls to action next time. But that was great. It was great to actually hear his voice. Yeah, I've never heard his voice before. I mean, not live. Can you guys hear Tina okay? Can you hear Tina's part of the conversation okay? I know you can hear the loudspeaker okay. Somebody said next time give Jeremy an hour.
Yeah. He's a 30-year vet, 20-year veteran. Green Beret.
Yeah, just a little bit of background on Jeremy.
Thank you, guys.
He is a 20-year veteran. He's also Green Beret. And so he's no slouch when it comes to knowing what's going on and reading the signs of the times. And, it's just one more that they think they can lock up and lock away and hide from everybody else. But just like all the other guys that are currently being incarcerated, he's not going away. And he's making the most of the things that he's able to do.
That's right. Yeah.
And unlike a lot of our representatives, he takes his oath that he took to this country and this Constitution seriously. He served his 20 years, but his oath doesn't end.
Oh, that's what they meant.
Yeah, the Constitution. Yeah, Constitution. Next time he's on, I'll have to ask him about the Constitution. They say his stories are amazing.
It's not planned.
Huh? It's not planned.
I think if you just hit the button.
If your picture's frozen.
It is?
There, it's going now.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen any problems
Okay.
from all right.
Now, are we in that 35-minute time window for Kyle to call?
Yeah, I think so.
And DeCarlo didn't call.
Right.
At least not yet.
Oh, no worries, Ava. We figured out what you meant.
Yeah, Ava, thanks for that message. What Ava said was that Jeremy has a lot of information and knows a lot about the Constitution. He has some amazing stories. So we'll see if we can get him back on the chat or get him back on the call real soon and have him talk about the Constitution and share some of his stories.
And Kyle Young's calling, right, Tina? He's on the schedule?
He's supposed
He's
to.
next, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're in that window
So-
because he only has like 2 phones that are available for his entire block. We've given him a larger window to be able to call in to get access to a phone. So in the meantime, Steve and I are going to try to fill in the dead space.
I believe Jeremy's got a website.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I think he
so,
does.
Deb, if you could run that through chat,
Yeah, Deb, did you hear Jericho maybe run Jeremy Brown's website on the chat?
And Diane sent me a really cool, like hour and a half
Angelina,
interview
I will
with
do that.
Jeremy Brown. That was extremely interesting. Yeah, he can talk for an hour, and he is destined. He's a product of this country. He's a true American.
Yes, he is. And he loves this country.
Loves his country, just like we all do. So he's where, in Texas? Is he?
Who, Jeremy?
Yeah, Robert Morse is great, Deb. He's inspiring.
Jeremy is in Florida.
Florida, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And in case those of you who are watching live stream didn't know, in 2022, Jeremy actually did try to run from Congress, in state Congress in Florida from his jail cell. He didn't win his run, but I think it was incredibly courageous for him to try to do that. And I don't think this is the only time he's going to try. And so the next time he puts himself out there, we need to support him.
Jericho, you know Scarlett? She's a Chinese American. She comes to the Freedom Corner sometimes. I know.
Call her Charlotte, man.
Scarlett. Anyway, she worked hard on his campaign. She's from Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Patriot, then.
Yeah.
Robert Morse.
Robert Morse.
An inmate at the Washington, D.C. Central Detention Facility. To accept this call, press 0. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood Lego man. How's it going?
It's going good, Robert. How are you doing?
Hey, Lego man.
I'm doing good. I'm so glad to be on the phone with you guys again.
Yes, we're glad to
guys
have
are
you
incredible.
here.
Absolutely. So I wanted to catch up with you guys, but I also had some pretty exciting news to break on this vigil for you guys.
Okay.
But first I wanted to see how everyone's doing out there, and I want to thank you guys once again for being out there on our behalf. You guys are incredible. How's the vibe out there? You guys surviving in the toxic air that may or may not be coming from China?
Yeah, right. We're swimming through it, man.
Via Canada. Well,
right
somehow
via Canada.
Actually, we're outside of Lewisburg, but the haze is just kind of this gray haze, kind of foggy stuff, and we're not smelling really any wood smoke odor. But Western PA, it was pretty bad today. People were waking up. Yeah, people were waking up and their lungs were burning and stuff like that.
It's not as bad here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Not as bad here, Robert, but I find it oppressive. It seems to be almost spiritually oppressive. You know, the smoke itself doesn't do that, but it's just this gray haze and it brings you down.
Yeah, there's something going on, man. I wouldn't be surprised if our country's under attack and our administration doesn't give a rat's ass about its people. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I thought about that too today, and actually I was listening to a message, I forget who was, but they were saying that it's not beyond the realm of possibilities for us to be attacked coming through Canada.
Yeah, well, think about it. That supposed balloon came through Canadian airspace or whatever, traveled throughout the entire United States, took all sorts of pictures. Who knows if it was dropping things along the way before it was shot down? Like, if anyone takes the time to read Laptop from Hell by Miranda Devine, you will discover that the Biden family is 100% compromised. Xi Jinping's got Biden right by the balls. He can literally do whatever he wants to our country, and Biden has to bend a knee and kiss the ring.
Yep.
I mean, we're at the mercy of China at this point in time.
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah.
I know, and all of us can see it. Those who can do something about it can't, or won't, or just don't care.
Right. Well, I'm hoping that this announcement that I'm about to make will inspire some people to get off the couch and get involved like you incredible patriots are. So the news that I have for
Should we do a drum
everyone
roll?
tonight. Yeah, give me a drum roll real quick. Excellent. That was perfect.
All right, go for it.
That was awesome. Oh, by the way, your voice sounds incredible this time.
Oh,
I just
yes.
want to let you
Well,
know
I'll tell
that.
you what, I struggled all week, and yesterday I was restaining my deck, and over the course of the day, I just felt it start to lift, and by the afternoon, it was like all gone. So, I can testify God's healing power over the week, and just it was completed yesterday, and I sound normal now.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Well,
so,
thank you.
Thank you for the incredible drum roll. So the news that I have to break to you guys is that on July 14th, I am releasing a website. And the reason why I decided to pick July 14th is because that is what's known as Bastille Day, which is celebrated in France. Now, for those of you that may or may not know what Bastille Day is the day that in 1789, the people of France decided to storm the prison known as the Bastille and liberate the political prisoners inside. And it is still celebrated to this day in France on July 14th. So that's what I'm dropping on my website. And the website is going to be named www.akathelego.com with 2 G's, so I don't get sued.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
So here's the deal. Using my Lego Man nickname and personal testimony as a friendly neighborhood introduction, this website establishes an easy-to-access informational tool allowing you to relate to an average, ordinary American like me. This website will be a one-stop shop using an educational approach to explain in layman's terms how January 6th was in fact a Fedsurrection, how 2020 election was in fact stolen, and how our government has been tyrannical for decades. My story invites you to also dance with the truth, and upon visiting the website, you will be capable of articulating the facts from a single online resource in order to effectively keep this republic. So keep your eyes peeled. On July 14th, I invite you all to log on to www.akathelego.com, and I hope that you will never look at me, the Lego Man, our election, January 6th, or our government the same ever again.
That's exciting.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Listen, I have a question. Did
All right.
the copy of your testimony to me get through?
It did indeed, and it will
Okay.
also be featured on the website. And there's a surprise waiting for you on the website. I'm excited for you to check it out.
Okay. Yeah. I had to send it twice. The first time I tried to send it off my phone, and apparently it didn't work. So then I sent it out on my computer, and I hadn't gotten anything back. So I just kind of assumed that it went, but I didn't want to assume that it did since I had trouble with it the first time around.
You did great. Mission accomplished.
Oh,
I'm
well,
very proud of you.
thank you,
Thank you
sir.
for your perseverance.
Thank you,
Oh
sir.
yeah, it will be featured on akathelego.com for sure.
Yes, that's awesome. That is so awesome.
Oh yeah.
And see, you didn't think you'd ever have
Oh, yeah.
to be, you thought you'd never be able to teach history again.
Well, I'm starting to realize that I think I lowballed myself.
I think you did too.
I think I lowballed myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
God's just opened up other doors for you.
That's right, and I think that the story that I get to tell from here on out is going to be not only a story of our country's past, but it's a story that I get to personally include myself in.
Yep.
And, it's an honor, and I get to give
Amen.
credit to God for that. I get to give credit to, the loved ones that I had before this, weird chapter of my life began, and then I get to, give credit to everybody that decided to sign on to my story and invest themselves in the outcome of how this plays out, that I met along the way, and so I couldn't do this alone. I am the sum total of everybody who's decided to invest in me, and I couldn't have done this without all the help and love and support that I've had throughout this journey. So the credit goes to you all. I'm just, I guess, the front man. I couldn't have done this without my incredible people and my awesome God.
Yes.
Amen. Well said. Well said.
Yes, very, very true. Very true. So besides,
well, I cannot wait.
Go ahead.
What I was going to say, I cannot wait to see what you guys think. We've got 13 days until the drop, and I am hoping that sometime in between there, I'm going to end up back in the state of Pennsylvania, where I can potentially see you guys for a visit at a prison. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So is that just going to be a one-day stop, or is this your final destination?
I do believe this will be my final destination. I requested either Fort Dix, which is in New Jersey, or Loretto, which is about an hour and a half out from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And apparently the judge approved both of those locations. And so I'm hoping that I'd go to either one. And if that's the case, I know that the visitation there is really cool, really spectacular from what I've been informed. So I would have the potential to meet each and every one of you in person, give you a hug, talk about it all, and I'd be honored to see that.
Yeah, well, you already have my permission to put me on your visitors list whenever you get there.
Excellent. I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Same with me.
It's been a long time coming.
It has been.
Same with me, Robert. This is
yeah. Roy said,
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. I'll put Roy Rogers on my visitation list as well.
There you go. He'll have to tie Trigger up on the outside.
Yeah, I'll have to.
That's right.
I'm not sure if you know my last name, and I don't want to say it in my chat. Yeah, but we'll figure it out.
That's right.
We'll figure it out. But so.
Perfect.
So yeah, there was some.
Yeah, couldn't have made it without you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what. Your inspiration has been part of, I guess, personally why I'm out here now, and I think Steve and Roy can say the same.
Yes.
Do you have a question, Roy, on chat?
Tell Robert he has more support and love than he thinks he does. Right. And he also calls for, does he have any calls to action?
Okay. Two things. One was that you have more love and support out here than you think you do. And do you have any more calls to action?
First, thank you. I appreciate that comment about the support. That really means a lot. I can't wait to see it in action, And then two, the call to action would be, once this website is live, give it to all your friends and family who either agree with you or don't. I'm hoping that my story is enough of a hook to get people invested into wondering why a guy like me, who had no criminal record, served his country honorably, was a high school history teacher, was willing to bet it all, and is now going through hell and back, not only for this country, but for the future of this country, the past of this country, and the present. Yep. And I'm hoping that the story that I have, I guess, now been bound to is enough to kind of awaken some folks that are sitting on the fence into trying to get invested themselves. Now, the website is also going to have a list of additional educational resources. It's going to have a reading list of books to buy and read and confirm. For example, the book Rigged by Molly Hemingway is going to be on there. 5,000 Year Leap is going to be on there. Death of the West by Patrick Buchanan is going to be on there. And these books are so vital to understanding not only where our country has been, but where it's also heading. While Time Remains is going to be on the book list. And so I make it very apparent on the website that this is not a money grab. This is not an opportunity to raise funds for anybody. If you feel the need to donate, buy a book from my reading list instead and educate yourself. This is an educational, informational tool. And so a call to action would be to arm yourselves with the truth, because the truth sets you free, and because our country is in an informational bondage right now, an informational cage. The only way we can get free is to liberate ourselves with the power of our minds, and then we understand that we have had the key in our hands the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And, you know, we just haven't realized that we haven't had to think about it.
No.
We haven't had to think
Right.
about the fact that we hold the key.
Yes. Well, you've been lulled into a slumber to make you think that someone else has the key, when the whole Enlightenment period that literally sprung our founding fathers from a informational dark ages told you that you have the key. And that's why America has been the number one loved and the number one hated country around the world, because either people run to it for actual liberty, intellectual and personal sovereignty, or hate the fact that a man can actually dictate his own destiny and not bow to tyrants. And so since that is up for grabs here and now, it's fallen to us to reassure our founding fathers that the sacrifices that they made were not wasted on us.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Well, hey, thank you for your time. I know I only got 1 more minute, so I'm going to plug the website one more time.
Okay.
It's www.akathelegоman.com with 2 G's. And I hope that you guys are all satisfied. Please pass it on to a friend. Buy the books and check out the documentaries and movies that are going to be on the resource list. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing everybody out there very soon.
Yes, we'll certainly look forward to that too.
We love you too, Robert. God bless.
Yeah, God bless you.
God bless you guys. You inspire me. I'm very proud of each and every one of you out there. Keep it up.
Well, we're only out here for you guys. That's our motivation.
Oh, yeah. And you guys give us a lot of hope. You are not descended from fearful men.
No.
Friendly neighborhood Lego man, signing out.
Okay, we love you, Robert.
Over
Talk to you
and
later.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
That was great. That was great.
That's awesome.
Good call.
That's awesome.
Always a history lesson out of it.
Oh,
You know-
he's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's who he is.
Yeah.
He can't help it.
Right.
But talk about history. He just can't help it. It's who he is. It's how God made him.
He's another one I could talk to for an hour.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
History's important.
And one of the letters I wrote to him, I said, you're not through teaching history.
No, that's great.
I said, you're not
That's
through
great, yeah.
teaching history, because he had said something about, that they waited till the last day of school. And then, I don't know, they arrested him on school property or after he got home, but it was the last day of school, and they let him finish out the
Isn't that
term.
interesting? Huh.
They let him finish out the term. At the end of the year, that's when they arrested him.
Wow.
And I told him, I said, God has not let you go through 4 years of college and love history the way you do, and teach and love the kids the way you love them, and not open more doors for you to teach history. I said, God's not going to waste that.
Right.
And so,
I would like to put together a trip, go out and visit, like, if he gets to Loretto, him and Greg.
him
over a
and
couple
Greg
days.
and whoever else. There's 3 or 4 guys out there.
Yeah.
And then go to that place where he painted the painting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't think it's that
yeah.
far away.
Philip, is it
Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg? Yeah,
Petersburg.
Petersburg. Yeah,
That would be great.
yeah, that would be great. That would be awesome.
So, and another website. Another website is born.
Yes.
The People's Media. Now we know where to get that information.
Deb, I didn't know that Robert wrote a documentary with Ryan Sampsell. How could we access that?
I have it.
You have it? Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, I have it.
Ava said put Jeremy and Robert on the call at the same time. That
Oh
would be,
my gosh.
that would be
That
it.
would be
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
Could we do that? Would they be able to hear each other or not?
Oh,
that
it would be like
weird.
a conference call.
I guess you could do that. Could you do
Yeah.
that from a prison? I don't know.
There was a
I wouldn't
rule
know how.
about three-way calls. Remember
Oh, that's
DJ,
right.
I think, was talking about
Yes,
his
DJ was talking
lawyers
about
did
that.
a
That's right.
three-way
He got in
call.
trouble for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, a 3-way call.
It'd be great if you could do it.
Yes, it would really be. That would be cool if we could do that.
Just do the whole stream with those two.
Yeah, right. Or maybe they could bundle their time together.
Yeah.
It'd be a half an hour.
Deb, could you post a link to that video? That'd be great. Tina said she has it, so I could get it from her too.
What I have is a hard copy.
Oh, it's on a DVD or what?
No,
Yeah. Oh, it's not a video.
it's paper.
Oh, you read it. You don't watch it.
Yes,
Oh.
you know, one of those things that people don't do anymore. You just actually read.
Oh, well, I'd like to have that too. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, don't post a link because there is none. Yeah.
There isn't a link.
Yeah. I never thought I would get in this mindset, but I'm like in the digital mindset. I guess I need to pull back out of it.
But yeah, Roy, I can make a copy of it for you.
Is it long? Don't.
About 5 or 6 pages.
Well, yeah, make it. That'd be great if you could.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like that.
I'll try to remember.
How did you find it? Is it online
What?
somewhere? Or?
He sent it to me.
Oh, in the mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, put a stamp on the
Yeah, you
envelope
do
and an
that.
address
Yeah,
and
okay.
drop it in the post office.
So they wrote it in prison and he mailed it out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At least I think that, I got something from the two of them together, so I think that's what you're talking about.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
not. I'll have to check it.
Never mind. It said it will be on the website. It'll be on Robert's website.
right.
Very good.
Okay,
All
never
right
mind.
then.
Thank you.
July 14th, Bastille Day.
Yes, Bastille Day. Storm the prison.
I better be
I
careful.
like that storm in the prison idea.
Now, the French liked it too. They did it. Now, that kicked off the French Revolution, which that became really weird, unfortunately. They started well, but
It finished worse.
finished terribly.
It didn't finish well. Right.
They didn't keep liberty in mind. Well, I don't know the history of it that well. The French Revolution and the American Revolution happened almost at the same time, but there was a world of difference between the quality.
Right.
Ours was, by the grace of God and by the founders, it was good. The French Revolution was not good.
Well, they started executing people.
Oh, for
They
nothing.
executed the most extreme, and then the next people that were
Yeah.
left were
Yeah.
the most extreme. And
Yeah.
they just kept executing.
Till finally Robespierre, the guy that was in charge of all, they finally turned on him and executed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironic.
You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Nicholas DiCarlo.
Well, there he is.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call and all future calls, press 7. To reject this call, hang up now.
Oh, it's not accepting the, I mean, I don't know. I had the keypad up, it wouldn't click it.
Yeah, mine does that sometimes too. So we lost him?
Well, hopefully he'll call back.
Yeah, my phone gets a weird thing, and no matter what you touch. And
Yeah,
then
I
I
had
turn
the
it off
keypad
and on,
up,
and it
and I
does it.
and I
Turn it
thought I
off and on?
touched it,
Yeah,
and it
I
didn't
see
pop
everyone
up,
do
so I
that.
touched it again, and then it didn't do anything. Ugh. He finally calls, and I mess it up.
So hopefully he'll try again.
I hope so. Come on, Nicholas. Try again.
Are you plugged into the battery, Roy?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so your power's good?
Yeah, power's good.
'Cause I'm running low here. I need this pack on there.
Come on, Nicholas.
You got plenty of power in your pack though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough to finish out tonight.
Yeah. I'll plug the hotspot in too, but it's okay for right now. If I need it, I will.
Okay.
Tina had some phone issues, so hopefully Nick will call back.
Yeah, where's Nick? He's in
Nicholas is in Texas.
Texas.
It's not the same prison that Kyle's in, though. I think Kyle's in Fort Worth. Nicholas is somewhere else.
Yeah, sorry, Ava. We hope Nick calls back. Tina's screen locked up and she wasn't able to respond to the call in time. My phone does that okay. Yeah, there he is. That's probably him.
Hopefully.
You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Nicholas DiCarlo. Carlo.
Yep, there he is.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this, you may begin speaking now.
Hello.
Hey, Nicholas, it's Tina.
Hey, Nicholas.
Hey, Tina. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You know, I'm doing all right.
Hanging in there.
Yeah, you know, I'm in an easy spot, so it makes it really easy to do time here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a low security, and you know, I found a clique of good Christian guys to hang out with, and
Oh, good.
well,
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So now you have one other J6er there with you?
I believe there's 2 to 3 others here. One of them. Now I don't really get a chance to see any of them. They're all in different units, but I know Doug is here.
Yeah, that's who we have. That's information we have too. That's Doug was the one I was thinking about.
Yeah. Doug's in a program called RDEP. So that's in a whole other facility. But he's getting time off with that program. So, which is awesome. But you know, I don't get to really talk to him too much.
Right.
I just see him passing at Chow.
Yeah, because that was my next question, was if you had any time where you were able to get together with the other guys and kind of hang out or just visit or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, the other one I heard that's here, the third guy, I believe he's in the jail unit, and us and the rest of the units, the prison units, we don't have any contact with anybody in the jails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you where they're at on this facility. I think I know, but you know.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the first time you've called out, so you want to, is there any part of your story or your background or anything you'd like to share with everybody? We're live streamed, so we have a number of people. How many, Lori?
We got about 25.
We have about 25 on tonight, so they're interested in
nice.
what's going on, and so go ahead and take it.
Going on, viewers at home. I'm Nick DiCarlo. Some call me Dick DiCarlo. I used to do a podcast and have a decent-sized channel. I went out to cover the events of January 6th, not realizing how big it was going to be, or you know, what was going to happen or anything. Gave myself a self-guided tour of the Capitol, along with covering events, and yeah, they didn't like my form of tourism. So, you know, it's funny. Part of my pre-trial release conditions was you can't go back to D.C. and that was no problem. I was not impressed with that place at all. Very, very smarmy people.
This call is from a federal prison.
Those D.C. residents.
Yeah.
But
So was the podcast the only thing you did, or you know, did you have a business or a job, or you know, what else was going on?
Well, I did work at Christian Brothers for a while. Christian Brothers Automotive. I was a service advisor there, but yeah, the podcast and the channel are my real passion. MT Media. I don't know how the channel's doing now, but I got a team of goofballs running it, and
somebody on the chat wants to know what platform.
The platform, we are on Telegram. You can, the channel is t.me/Murder the Media. I know it's a spicy name. It's a spicy name, but I assure you it's not a thread. They didn't appreciate me writing the channel name on the Capitol door either, so.
Oh, I guess not.
but it was pretty cool. CNN covered it. They put their camera right up to that door, and where they were force evacuating people. So that was pretty cool. Some free exposure there. So Was it worth 4 years? I don't know, but
Yeah.
got my channel some numbers, so.
Well, yeah, 4 years. That's just for writing that on a door.
Yeah, I figured with everything going on, maybe I'd get a $50 trespassing ticket, which is weird because it's our building,
Right, yeah.
public funded building, and then maybe, I don't know, $500 fine, but yeah, no, they'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it could be way worse. I didn't wind up at some, like a high security facility or anything, or a medium, so,
Yeah.
The place I'm at is basically like high school that you can't go home from.
Right.
Oh, that's bad enough. I hate it.
Yeah.
Roy said that's bad enough. He said he hated high school.
Oh, same. Yeah, that's the worst part of this, is it feels just like school. Oof. I dropped out. I'm not a fan.
Smart
If I could
man.
drop out of this, I would too, but,
Yeah. Yeah, the conditions are a little bit different, aren't they?
Right.
The conditions are a little bit different. Well, listen, I had a question, and somebody on the chat had a question. I had been looking at your bio, and it said, but anyway, it said something about you being kept in the medical center, medical facility. What was that about?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I wondered why I was getting sent here too. Basically, the prison system is so overcrowded, they just kind of stick people wherever now. So while there are a couple units here there's one for the elderly, there's one for people that are like, handicapped physically. But the rest of the units are just, for able-bodied people. So I don't have any real health problems at all. They just kind of stuck me here, I think, because it's like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah. So the medical center, the medical facility, is just where they have you. There aren't any treatment issues or medical issues or anything like that going on then.
Yeah, no.
This call is from a federal prison.
I ain't got nothing going on, health-wise.
That's
Most
good.
people here don't.
That's good.
Yeah.
Also, another question. Let me see. And I don't know whether this is for now or whether you were when you were at DC.
Probably at
Were your
DC.
freedom of press rights violated?
Definitely, yeah. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, all that, and freedom of, they totally violated my freedoms, and, it's sort of to be expected, with Biden coming into power and everything, They tied me to Proud Boys, too, which I haven't been a part of them for a while, but, I guess I have been. I don't know. It's a complicated situation. I got a complicated relationship with those goofballs, but, yeah, they... I seriously, I didn't do any planning or anything. I didn't even know what it was going to be like. I'm going to be honest, I was partying at New Year's Eve, and when I came back from drinking with friends, I was asked if I wanted to go cover it, and I said, yeah, sure, I don't know. And, got a little loaded on the flight there, and, kind of woke up the next day wondering, if all that really happened or not. But yeah,
Yeah, you weren't the only person that was there covering for the press that got snared in the dragnet, and I can't remember how much time he got, but he's doing time too, just for covering the event.
What's wild is there was this other street reporter, I think his name was BG on the scene. He was like one of the first 30 people to enter the building. Like right after someone smashed the window and climbed in and unlocked the door, he was like one of the first 30 in there, but as far as I know, he didn't get any charges or anything. So kind of weird.
Okay.
But,
couple more questions for you.
Okay. Okay.
Are you able to do a podcast from jail?
That's a little complicated.
Okay.
It was pretty hard to plan the phone time right now for this. I had to wait in line for like an hour, and then also like give up my spot a couple times just to make sure the timing was right. And as far as video, only women's federal prisons have video visits and video messaging, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so I was calling into my old podcast co-host's show that he does solo now since I'm in here. But he's kind of got stuff going on, so he hasn't been really doing that.
Yeah.
So I just kind of call in wherever, you know.
Okay, and then have you been able to have any visits, or what kind of stuff do they? I mean, what are the parameters for visits?
Visits. So on your visitation list, you have a limit of 10 friends, but you can have as much family on there as you want, depending on criminal background too. And it's funny. I had no idea so many of my friends had such an extensive criminal background and can't come visit me. I had one friend. I won't say his name, but he listed one conviction. And I think I was told he left off about 7 or 8 of them. Yeah, he was a little more wild than I thought.
Yeah.
But thankfully, no. My parents live about 10 minutes away from here. Half my family does, and I get to see them every weekend, so it's pretty nice. I get to see them, and I got friends coming in from out of state, probably in the next couple months. It's pretty nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Now there was a comment that came off the chat. They said they hear you work out every day. Is that true?
Oh yeah. Oh, Nikki D's getting beefy in here. That same group of good Christian guys is also yeah, we're the workout group as well. We're probably the most intense workout group here, doing HIIT every day. Oh yeah, it's intense.
Yeah.
We do such intense leg workouts that it's like I got to relearn how to walk every few days, just to. And I'm still not convinced I'm walking the same way I originally did. It's far out.
Now, is that kind of like doing CrossFit?
It's sort of, well, man, I'm going to be honest, I don't really know fully what CrossFit is. It's, I'll give an example of a workout. Let's see, we did 20 jump squats, which is where in squatting position, you jump and land in squat position, 20 of those, and then 20 squats, and you do that number about 15 to 20 times, and then you mix it up with jumping jacks too, and it's high intensity interval training, I think it's called. It gets a little intense. Sometimes we'll go out. We have a track outside that's a third of a mile long. It's a little longer than most tracks, and we'll just lunge the entire track. That gets intense, but what an achievement it feels like when you get to the end. It's like you feel like you can do anything except walk. You can't walk, but anything other than, leg-related stuff, it's, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds similar to CrossFit. I mean, CrossFit includes other things, but yeah, the leg work is very similar to CrossFit.
It's probably somewhere between CrossFit and P90X. That was that insane one with like the kettlebells and stuff. Yeah. But we get pretty buck wild with these workouts.
Yeah, my son does CrossFit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good shape.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, if you do that stuff, it's hard to be in bad shape.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he's about 6'5", and he does CrossFit.
There we go. See, I'm 5'8", so I have to come out like super jacked in order to look like even more impressive, more than tall people. I got to work harder. It's rough stuff. But I'm at about that 30-second beep right now.
Okay.
Tina and Roy, right?
And Steve's here too. There's
Steve.
Steve, yep, there are 3 of us out here tonight.
Thank you for having me call in and everything, and God bless y'all, and y'all have a great night. And y'all, you watching at home as well, all right?
Yeah, Yes.
God bless you,
Real,
Nick.
real quick, Nick, is there anything that you would like us to pray for you about?
Just meeting my weight loss goal. That's all. 175. I'm at 205.
Good enough. We'll keep that in prayer. Absolutely.
God bless you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. God bless y'all.
God bless you too.
Y'all have a great weekend. Happy 4th.
Yes, you guys too.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Deb asked if he said buck wild, but I don't know what she means. What is that? Is that a workout, buck wild?
I think it's just an expression with the intensity of what they're doing.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the other person that I know of that was there doing press coverage was Daryl Neely.
And it is weird how some press guys ended up selling the footage that they shot that day, making lots of money off of it and not going to jail.
Yeah. Now Daryl wasn't representing any mainstream media. You know, he
wasn't hired by the Capitol Police.
No.
Who are you talking about, Tina?
What?
Who?
Daryl Neely was
Daryl
also-
Neely. I don't know him.
He was at Lewisburg for quite a while. And he called in one of our last couple weeks that we were still out at the gate.
Oh yeah?
Very accomplished gentleman.
Yeah, he had his media company.
Yeah, media company. He had 3 or 4 different companies, and he'd gone through school and I don't know what all, but it was just like really impressive stuff.
That was.
And it was through his media company that he was covering the rally.
Right. Yeah, a lot of fishy stuff went on that day.
I'll say.
A lot of fishy stuff.
I'll say.
To put it mildly.
All right, where are we? 8:31. Okay, we're waiting for Kyle to call in.
And that's
guess.
going to be the anthem, so we got some time now.
Oh, somebody in the chat asked again the name you referenced. Daryl Neely, is that right?
Yes, Daryl Neely. He was in Lewisburg for a while. We did have him call out one of the last couple nights that we were actually allowed to broadcast from in front of the gate at Lewisburg. Very accomplished gentleman, had his own media company, 2 or 3 other businesses, very well-educated gentleman, and he was covering the Capitol event for his own media company, and he's now sitting in DC.
Yeah, you're right, Roy. If only all of our leaders would honor their oath.
Oh, absolutely.
Different, Roy.
Yeah.
Jeremy Brown takes it seriously.
Yeah, he does. He
Robert
does.
Morse takes it seriously.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do all the rest of our vets take it seriously. It's too bad other people can't take it seriously.
Who's the guy with the they were letting out?
Oh, Bart Shively.
You got good news on him?
Yeah, we do have good news on Bart
Good
Shively.
news.
We got some good news on Bart Shively. He is due to be released toward the end of July. I'm not sure the exact day, but it'll be toward the end of July. He does have a place to stay. He's going to be able to purchase a RV camper trailer kind of setup. He has to park it somewhere near around Reading, Pennsylvania, because that's where his doctors are. That's where his treatments are done. And the Patriot group that I belong to here in central Pennsylvania, we've done a household supply drive for him. And of all the things on the list that I put on there, everything except maybe 2 or 3 things have already been met.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
And then another lady in our group and I are going to take everything down to him on the day he's released. He is trying to hopefully either get his dog back or get another dog. And he had a therapy service dog for the PTSD that he suffers at times. And
I heard somebody texted me right when we got here that he got his old dog back.
he's gotten his old dog back.
His old dog back.
Oh, hallelujah.
Tina,
Hallelujah. I didn't know that.
Hallelujah.
does he have a place to park the RV yet?
I have not heard. He may, but I don't have those details.
Reading's only 20 minutes from the house.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Bart.
Yeah,
I
so,
have a friend down there that lives in a campground. I'll ask her about it.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
If they have a vacancy, text Diane. And Diane can get that information on.
Okay, good. Diane is like the wonder working communications
I know,
person.
she's the hub of the wheel, and all of us are spokes, I guess.
Well, you're like secondary.
Oh, jeez. But anyway, Bart's just really, really excited and somewhat overwhelmed with all the help that's been offered and just the extension of concern and just reaching out to him. It just has meant so much, and he's just very, very appreciative of everything that everybody's doing for him. So we're excited to get him out, get him settled.
I just meant. Is that on? Is that on? Okay. I wanted to mention it's quieter back here than it is out there. I guess that makes sense. I want to mention to everybody I'm going to be visiting Howard Richardson on Tuesday morning. That's so if anybody on the chat has any questions or any messages you'd like to convey to Howard, he's over in FCI Schuylkill, which is it's about 30-40 miles east of here. I'll turn it off.
So while we have a minute here, I just want to talk about the link that you all can go to directly deposit money into the guys' commissary accounts. It's direct2j6.com. This site eliminates all the middlemen. Every penny that you donate and have put into their accounts, they get. And from what I understand, it's just about an immediate transfer. So if you want to put money into their accounts to know that everything is going in there that you want them to get, this is the best. I think this is the best site that I know of that you can use. It's direct, capital D, direct2j6.com.
I will tell him that, Ava. Thank you. I had to call the prison to see if they're open for visitation on the 4th, and they are. So I thought, yeah, Independence Day is a great time to visit a patriot.
That's so cool. Yes, if anybody has their names on any of these guys' visiting lists, Tuesday, the 4th of July, is a great day to visit a wonderful patriot.
That's right.
I guess every prison has different visiting days, but I know I had to call Schuylkill, but they said that on the 4th it is open.
I don't know if I mentioned yet that August 1st at Freedom Corner is going to be the 1-year anniversary for that vigil going on down there. We also had another milestone at this week at Freedom Corner, and that's my good buddy Stormtrooper, 1791 Stormtrooper. A year ago, left his house in North Dakota, never streamed before, felt the calling, and he went out and started live streaming the 1776 restoration movement out on the lawn. And when that group left the DC area, we found out about Mickey and Nicole at Freedom Corner. And he has been streaming there ever since, and he is quite a remarkable guy. I got to hang out a lot with Stormtrooper, and he is still there streaming. So if you want to, he's a resource to find out what's going on at Freedom Corner. Watch his stream. Another stream from Freedom Corner is We the People MAGA with no E after the people. PEOPLMAGA is the ending part of that. And that is some of the Chinese Americans are running that. They're a huge network of support for boots on the ground patriots. They helped, they came down to the gate at Lewisburg twice.
Oh, yeah, at least twice.
With a whole van load of people from New York. I mean, these people are real patriots, and they take it seriously. There's other streamers, so we're putting together this network that we can find out information and really about what's going on instead of waiting for the media to lie to us.
Oh, Deb just put up links to both of their streams. That's great. Way to be on top of it, Deb.
Way to go, Deb. Deb, this is like a 14-hour day for you, isn't it? Wow.
Who is that? That guy.
Oh. He came over, he wanted to know if we were recording something. I said, no. I said, we're just doing a live stream. And he said that he and his girlfriend were going to listen to music in his truck.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And it might be loud. And he said, is that going to bother you? I said, I don't think so. And so then they pulled
Well,
off.
they
down
kindly
there.
moved farther away.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
that's fine. Yeah.
That's nice.
So.
See, we can all get along.
That's right. That's right.
As long as you're not in D.C.
That's why you have written on your van, DC sucks, right?
Yeah. I think that's going to be on my tombstone.
I wouldn't waste my time. There's got to be better things you can put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that already.
It's the story of your life. Huh?
Put something on there they don't know. Oh my.
I read this fiction book last spring. It was a good fiction story about the near future with patriots, and they end up the coalition states break away from the U.S. and they nuke D.C. And that's the end because they said a clean start, a clean slate.
Clean slate.
Yeah. It was funny. I mean, it wasn't really. We don't really want that to happen. But
No.
yeah.
We got a good slate. We got to just get back to the
That's
slate,
right.
the
That's right.
Constitution.
Yep. Yep.
You got credit for being funny.
I'm funny.
Yeah.
I've heard that from somebody else too.
Yeah. Try to make light of the situation.
Yeah, we have to. If we don't laugh, we'll
yeah.
break
A
down
lot of
crying.
times I
Yeah.
laugh when I don't know what else to, how
Right.
else to react, you know?
I laugh at good memes and stuff because it breaks the tension.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need that.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
And humor is a way to let people understand things too in a better way. Remember George Carlin? I mean, he was talking about this stuff back in the 80s.
Ahead of his time.
And sure enough, yeah, he's like a prophet now. If you listen to his old recordings, everything he said's coming true.
You're supposed to text Deb so she can send you some pictures.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry I haven't called yet, Deb.
Oh, that's right. You can see the chat over there too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's too far away. I gotta go like this.
Oh, okay. So who's next, Tina?
Kyle Young?
I
Hope
think
so.
Kyle Young is supposed, this is kind of his time frame here. We're almost out of it though. So he only has 2 phones that are available in his block or his pod. And so we had given him an extra window to be able to call in, but if he can't get access to a phone, then he's not going to be able to.
I think I know who this is on the chat. Says, seems Kyle might not make it tonight. He said only a few phones with long lines.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we gave him 35 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
But that's all right. We'll get him on here sometime.
He's in Texas.
Yep, he's in Texas.
Kyle's in Fort Worth, Texas. So him and
Oh,
Nicholas are in
he and
Fort
Nicholas
Worth.
are in Fort Worth,
Yeah.
but Nicholas doesn't know that Kyle's there, I guess.
It's too bad they keep him isolated like that.
Maybe Kyle's the one who's in the prison part. he said that he doesn't know, isn't even sure where that was located in the prison.
Yeah, right.
Nicholas said.
Who's not in Texas, Ava?
Yeah, I got Kyle Young and Nicholas DiCarlo in Texas.
Oh, Ava said Kyle's not in Texas. Where is he?
See
Where's,
how hard it is to keep all
where
this
is he?
straight?
Where is he then?
It's listed as Texas. That might be old information, though.
His home state is Iowa.
Arkansas. Yeah, Angelina said too. Kyle's in Arkansas. I just got a letter back from him.
Oh, okay.
Arkansas.
He's in Arkansas.
No worries. No worries.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
They do move them a lot. Woo.
yep, they
Yeah.
do.
They're
So,
still arresting more.
yeah, I know they are. So if Kyle's not able to call in, Daniel Rodriguez will be our last caller. He's going to take us into the national anthem.
He's inspiring.
And looking forward to talking to Daniel. Haven't talked to him in, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks now.
Really? Oh, well, I heard him at Freedom Corner.
Well, yeah, you did, but on Saturday night
He hasn't
here.
called- didn't he call us last week?
Did he call us last week? I don't think so. No, Ramey called us last week, and Robert called us.
Right.
Yeah, Barry called us last week, and Daniel called us, or Robert called us last week. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you keep minutes. That's pretty good, Steve. That's
Yeah,
a good
he,
idea.
He keeps a few things.
Yeah.
Last week. Or maybe
Keeps a
that
few
was 2
things.
weeks ago.
Yeah, Ava, you are really on top of things.
That was
She said,
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
but she said
Last week.
She says Daniel called last week. So
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
was it 2 weeks or was
yeah,
it last
we have him
week?
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, it does.
Oh wait, Angelina said Kyle Young's been in lockdown for a week. Did we know that?
No.
How do you know that, Angelina? Did you hear from him? Well, no. If he's in lockdown, you wouldn't hear from him.
Well, I wonder how Diane got up, or maybe it was just a request into the prison. So I don't know the process she goes through to get them on the schedule.
Right. Right.
I don't know what that process is.
Well, and the government isn't too up to date with keeping their records straight. You know?
No. So well, if wherever in Arkansas where Kyle is, if they're in lockdown, he won't be able to call.
Angelina, thank you.
Yeah.
You are a patriot.
Yes, she is.
You are
You
a
need to-
diligent worker.
You need to write that down, sir.
What?
That Kyle's in Arkansas.
Oh, Kyle's in Arkansas.
Yeah, and they're on lockdown.
It's probably in Forest City. I think there's a facility there. Tina, could I get you to move a little bit to your right?
Sorry.
That's good. That's good.
Well, you know what? If Robert is moving to Pennsylvania, we could get on his visiting list and Greg's visiting list.
Let's drive down to his place and do a live stream with him at a picnic table there.
Let's do a live stream from a famous historical site.
Oh, from the wall that he painted? That Robert painted?
Wouldn't that be cool?
That
That's
would
a
be
good
awesome.
idea.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's a good
And
idea.
I have the contact information for that, the woman who is the contact for the VFW out there,
Yeah, I
or the
thought-
Legion that he painted the wall for.
Yeah, I've talked to her.
Oh, you have already?
Yeah, she said, yeah, let's plan on that. That'd be great.
I think that would be awesome. Woo.
Yeah, I bet she'd let us do it. Set up.
Oh, sure she would, right? And have the wall as a backdrop.
Yeah, perfect idea. That has to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, we won't tell Robert, and we'll have to get him to
Yeah.
call in
Yeah,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
do it, and then he'll see it. Oh, well, he won't see the background, but
No, I'm not sure if you guys heard that or not, but don't anybody
you
tell
know-
Robert about that plan.
yes, please don't. We want to surprise him to do a broadcast in front of the wall, and we can call him and talk to him about it. Then he can explain it to us.
Yeah, wow, that is the best idea I've heard in a long time. But that was a group-generated
Yes.
idea.
But yeah, we could do it in front of the wall, and then we could talk to him, and he could explain each panel. There's like 10 different panels, and each depicts a different scene in each war that this country was involved in, or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
And one main event with each conflict. And but then the live stream would be able to see the wall too.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a
That would be
great
awesome.
thing.
We've got to do that.
Yeah.
We have got to do
Yeah,
that.
that's doable.
Yes,
That's
it is
doable.
Yep. And then we could maybe plan it around visiting the two of them out there too.
Yeah, I know. At least I would have to stay over out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to drive all that in one day, especially with the. But that's doable.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It's doable.
Angelina said, Kyle said they deny them food and mess with them. If they truly deny them food, that's abuse. That's
That is
pitiful.
abuse. That's
Yeah.
neglect too. It's willful neglect. That's abuse.
Well, they have a way of making complaints, and if the guard doesn't hand your paperwork in on those, they don't get attended to at all.
Yeah.
No. Or they can just sit on it.
Which
just-
facility is not good? Are you talking about the Arkansas facility? I know there's one in Forest City, but they're probably more in Arkansas.
Yes, we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that.
You know, at Liberty, I'm not sure if I understand your question. How can we keep your ministry flowing? But explain, please. Okay, thank you. Clarification. Kyle's in Forest City.
Okay. And that's in Arkansas, right?
It's on the eastern border. Yeah, I was there one time because I have friends live in that town. That was a long time ago.
I've never been to Arkansas.
Nope. I don't think I've flown over Arkansas.
You flew over.
Yeah, my arms were really tired till I got done.
Yeah.
The Ozarks are really, really beautiful.
Oh, thank you. No, we don't have a donation link. We had
who?
for us. He had a question how we can support our ministry. I think we're doing okay.
We work.
We
Yeah,
we don't really put a lot of money into this. We could, but
Well,
it doesn't
if
take.
we start traveling like this, we might have to.
Well, yeah, but thank you. That's very kind. If we decide to,
yeah,
It's a thought.
really appreciate
yeah,
that.
that's very kind. Yeah.
Yeah. We probably still consider all of us local.
Right.
Yeah. Jericho Steve drives the farthest to come here.
Yep, he does.
Yes, I live about 30 miles from here. This place is about halfway between Tina's place and my place, and we live in opposite ends of
Yeah.
this. Angelina said Ryan Samsel was being starved too a few weeks ago. Where's he at now?
He's in New York. He's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Wonder what's going on with there.
That's horrible.
It is. It's disgusting.
None of that was going on here in Lewisburg.
No.
No, none of that happened here. Well, but that was before they changed that assistant warden too.
Right.
Because it was after they changed the assistant warden was when we got kicked off the gate. And James Grant had some problems and he ended up in the hole. Very short time from what he indicated. Wanted his Bible. They never got it for him. When they put him back in his cell, all of his property was gone. He had nothing.
That's really sad.
He had nothing.
Yeah.
His clothes were gone. Toiletries were gone. His Bible was gone. All his papers were gone.
That's just cruelty. Yeah.
And he doesn't, as far as I know, at least the last communication I had with him, My impression was he hadn't gotten anything back. He did have access to a Bible. I don't know if it was his Bible, but he did have access to a Bible. But I don't know if he's gotten anything else back yet.
Ava writes to Gabe.
And he's in Lewisburg.
He's still in Lewisburg.
Yeah, he's the only one left in Lewisburg.
That's a human right
Yeah.
to have a Bible.
Yeah, it is.
Ava said Gateway Pundit did an article about Ryan Samsel a few days ago. Didn't know that.
I think I read some of that.
Okay.
Ava. Yeah.
And she also asked, have any of us heard from James? Do you mean
James?
Do you mean James Grant, Ava? I'm assuming that's who she means. That's who we were just talking about, right?
Yeah, James Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on his email, but I haven't heard from him in 3 or 4 days.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Daniel Rodriguez.
an inmate at the Washington, D.C. Central Detention Facility. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse, your current balance is $24.72. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey,
It's
Daniel.
Tina.
Hey, is this Tina? Hey,
Yes, it
Tina.
is. Hey.
Hey, how's everybody in beautiful Pennsylvania?
Well, we're kind of under a Canadian smoke watch.
We're smoky. but we're not.
Oh, okay. Okay. That stuff's legal here in D.C. By the way. I don't know.
Yeah?
What kind of smoke are you? What kind of smoke are you talking about?
Well, it starts with a capital C and ends in Canada.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm a little late calling in. I don't know if they did it to us on purpose, but all of our tablets, we had to restart them, and I don't know what happened to the signal, but sorry, I'm a little bit late, but just to let you know, in 4 minutes, we're all going to be singing the national anthem, so you're going to hear about 40 Patriots all together here.
Wonderful.
J6ers sing the national anthem, everybody.
Yeah, well, we'll sing it with you, and then we'll talk for the rest of your 15 minutes.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
So I hear everybody's out of Lewisburg except for my buddy James Grant.
Yep, James is the last one. Yep.
All right. Have you guys talked to him? Is he okay?
Well, he's on a phone restriction for 90 days or suspension for 90 days.
No.
Yeah, he had an issue. They wanted to put somebody in his cell as a cellmate who had medical issues, and he didn't want to be responsible for that. And so he talked to his lawyer, wrote a complaint, and he got thrown in a hole. And in the time that
I heard about that.
yeah, and then when he got out, all of his stuff was gone.
Oh, jeez.
And then they put the
That's
guy in his
unfortunate.
cell anyway.
That's unfortunate because I know there's a lot of room there, and it's strange because I know a lot of those guards to be very, very fair.
Yeah.
They're stern, but they're fair. There's quite a conservative. It's a conservative area, and I feel it's a conservative facility, and that's unfortunate for James. I'm sorry about to hear all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is everybody ready for this next 2024 election? A lot of good news. Anything to share?
Well, not much. I mean, for me, it's still a little bit too far out yet. I'm concentrating on November, on my own school board run.
Oh yeah. Tell me, how is that going?
Well, I won the primary by 18 votes. So I'm on.
Fantastic! Congratulations.
Well, thank you. So I'm on the ballot, Republican. I cross-filed, so I'm also on the Democratic ballot. There are 4 other conservatives who are running for the same school board positions, and all look like we're going to get on. So that'll give us 6 out of 9 votes because we have a conservative already on the board. So that'll give us 6 out of 9 votes for this particular school district. So we're really excited about what we're going to see God do and turn our school district around.
Amen. I hope that you're going to be leading by example and being able to motivate many other people to get involved with the schools and with everybody. You know, we're not gonna let the government raise our children. You know, and they think that we can just drop them off there, and we're not going to know what they're teaching them, and we don't have any say. So that's not right. That is awful.
Yeah,
Hey, is Roy out there? Is that Roy here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Roy's out here too. So is Jericho Steve.
Okay, hey everybody. Hey.
Hey, Daniel. I was just down in D.C.
Yeah,
earlier in the week. I heard you calling out from D.C.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to all of our patriots out there. You know that follow us, and you know there's so many good people out there. You know that you know they fill in this gap, this void. You know we lost a lot of family members and friends and coworkers that we thought were going to be there for us. And there's people out there. I want to say especially thank you to Diane Kozak, who's kept in touch with my mom, trying to have her follow what's going on. Oh, here we go, guys. The national anthem. I'm sorry, I'm a little late. Here we go, guys.
Free J6.
You guys still there?
Yes, that was awesome.
You're still there.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
they
We're
are.
still there.
Yeah, I don't know how well that came in. Everybody, for some reason, was a little spread out today. We usually kind of try to huddle, so I don't know how the acoustics were on that one, but
Oh, it sounded
that
really
was
good.
what we do every night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
sounded
all right.
good. Yeah.
We do that every night at 9 o'clock, guys.
Yep. Yeah, we sing with you guys every Saturday.
And I don't know if you all know or familiar. I know you're kind of far from this Truth and Light Festival. Are you guys familiar with this?
I never heard of it.
No, tell us about it.
The moms.
It's in Missouri. It's gonna be not this week. It's not this weekend. It's next weekend, and it's gonna be near Springfield. If anybody's interested in going, you can camp out, take your RV, barbecue. There's gonna be all like-minded, conservative, patriot type people there. There's gonna be tickets sold about 30 miles, I believe, somewhere south of Springfield, Missouri. And it's supposed to be really huge. It's gotten so big. There's a lot of people RSVPing. It's the second year they're doing it, and there's a lot of J6 support there. I don't know if you guys have anybody listening that would like to attend, but it's going to be a family-friendly event, and it's going to be 3 days, I believe, 7th, 8th, and 9th of July.
So is this near Springfield, Missouri?
Yeah. So a good friend of mine, Bobby, his mom Sherry is, I believe, organizing that.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to look it up online. I don't know if I don't believe I have a website or anything.
Yeah.
I have her phone number, but I don't want to put it out there.
Yeah.
She might. Yeah.
So it's Truth and
But,
Light. Truth and Light. Is that all it's called? Truth and Light?
Freedom. Truth and Light Freedom Festival, I believe it is. J6 Truth and Light or something. But it's gonna be like a big patriotic festival there. Lots of MAGA type people there.
Well, that sounds really awesome. That really does.
Yeah. Do you have anything going on in your area that you want to talk about, or besides the vote for Tina?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'll hit the ground running about the middle of September, I guess. But
Okay.
my church does a community outreach for its community in conjunction with the fireworks that they do, and that's next Saturday night. And so I'm going to be involved with that. We do hot dogs and hamburgers and do a bunch of other stuff for the kids, and then they watch.
Nice.
We have this huge field in front of the church, and everybody parks their cars in the field and watch the fireworks. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, is that in Lewisburg or Montoursville?
Well, actually, it's in Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Jersey
Okay.
Shore, Pennsylvania.
That's
it's
a town.
Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's west.
Okay.
It's west of Lewisburg, and there's a story behind that. You'll really laugh. But when the lumber industry was really big in this area, I mean, it furnished wood or lumber to the world almost. The lumber barons didn't want to have to drive to Atlantic City to the beach. So they built these huge houses about 11, 12 miles up the road. And I'm not sure where, it's right on the Susquehanna River, and they put in a beach, and they called it Jersey Shore.
they put in a beach, yeah.
They put in a beach.
Yeah, that river, that's a. I remember that river, the Susquehanna River and the Susquehanna Valley. That's a beautiful area there.
Yes.
Beautiful. I remember when I first got to Lewisburg, it was a lot of ice in that river.
Oh yes, yeah. We get cold in the wintertime here. Yep.
Yeah, I like it though. I enjoyed it. I don't know if you heard about my snowman. I built a giant snowman in Lewisburg when we were there. Did you? I don't know if you heard. It was so big that I couldn't roll the bottom part anymore. It was over 200 pounds. I had to have someone help me. But it got warm.
I didn't hear about
that.
No,
it got. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's funny. Yeah. So I made this snowman. And it got sunny. It got warm after that, and all the snow melted, all the ice melted. But for about 2 weeks, it stayed there. There was just some strange pile of snow right there, and the new guys came and they couldn't figure out why there was ice right there and a big pile. For about 2 weeks, we could see it out our window.
Somebody on the live stream chat wants to know if you guys are going to be able to see any fireworks from your windows, and then from coming from any place in the city.
I don't know. I don't know what the laws are here in DC as far as fireworks go.
Probably illegal.
We did get moved to another corner, so I don't know if they're legal for people to buy them and set them off here. Like where I come from in California, you can, but I did live in Arizona and you cannot. You have to go somewhere to see them. I can't answer that. We might be able to see them from a distance. They might be firing them off in the air from a distance, but we look directly up to the Congressional Cemetery, and that's all our view is at this point is the Congressional Cemetery. We can't see the corner anymore where all our supporters are at the moment.
That's too bad.
So
that's too bad.
I can't answer that, but we have some stuff planned in here. We have some skits planned. They call it Hopium Den, like hope, give people hope.
Robert set that up.
Lego Man.
Yeah.
That's that. Yes.
Yeah, my boy Robert Morris.
Yes.
Robert Morris, a great guy, the Lego Man. He's organizing this time, and we got some food that we're all gonna throw in together, and try to make the best of it. It happens. We all happen to feel the same way that the 4th of July is one of our favorite holidays.
Yeah.
Instead of being
You have 1 minute remaining.
got a minute left. Instead of being sad, we're gonna try to lift each other up. We miss our friends and our families and going out to the beach or whatever we usually do.
Well, that's good. I mean.
What about you? What about you guys? You guys finding anything good? It's gonna hang up right now.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
As far as fireworks go,
Fireworks.
yeah, I'm doing something on next Saturday with our church. But
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm going to visit Howard Richardson.
Well, be safe.
Sorry, mister. I'm going to go visit Howard Richardson in a different prison on the morning. In the evening, I don't know.
Oh, I know Howard. Tell him DJ sends his best. I send all my. I wish him well. I do know Howard Richardson very well. I spent some time at Northern Neck with him.
Good, I will do that.
Yeah, he's a good man. God bless that man. I thank you all.
yes.
Thank you for using Global Link.
That was great. I'm sorry we didn't get to say goodbye to him.
Yeah, that's
Daniel
right.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
It's probably about 9 o'clock, right, guys?
It's 9:10.
So we need to log off and vacate
Yep.
the area before it gets
Vacate.
pitch black.
Pronto.
Good night,
Yes.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
It was a
thank
great
you,
live
guys.
stream.
Yes.
You made it lively here. Okay, we'll see you, Lord willing, next week. Keep our secret from Robert, okay? Yeah, good night.
Yeah. Don't
Good night,
tell-
Patriots.
Don't tell Robert.